where we are going to send love, we're going to send peace around the world so that the changes that we're moving through happen in a more smooth and easier way. So let me know in the chat where you are tuning in from. I always love to see where you guys are tuning in from. Let me know, where are you based? Um, and the way that this Soul Family Friday works is we do it every last Friday of the month. So we do this on a monthly basis. It's the last Friday of every month, and I'm going to give a brief energy update, and then we're going to do the meditation. So yeah, I would love to know where you're tuning in from. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comments where you're based. I am based in the desert of the United States, and so I've been really enjoying the sun. Luckily, that's one thing about the desert, is that there's always sun here. So I've been really enjoying that electric energy coming in from the sun. So first, I'm going to start with a brief energy update. Earlier this week, I talked about on Instagram, I made a poll asking you guys, do you feel like the universe has put intense themes in your face, right? In this past 7 days. And 75% of you said yes. So I'm going to talk about why that's happening. We are ending eclipse season right now, and we're getting ready to experience the equinox, or excuse me, the solstice in December. And so what is happening right now is like we're ending eclipse season, so we're moving through a period of integration. Also on 11/11, we had a huge portal. I mean, honestly, it's one of the biggest portals I've experienced in my lifetime. And the reason why this portal was so big is because there was an energy of creation flowing into our planet. So God, source, spirit, creation, whatever resonates with you, right? So this energy was really flowing into our planet in a very pure way. You can think about it as like divine energy and cosmic energy. So it moves very quickly. In terms of, if you think about alchemy, right? We work with fire, air, earth, water, and ether, Akash, right? Akash is that fifth element. It's technically not an element, but it kind of is as well. And so this element of Akash was flowing into our planet so much during the 11/11 portal. And as you guys know, with these portals, they don't close and open specifically like, in that moment, in that day. It takes time for the portals to close. It takes time for the portals to open. So we're actually still like at the tail end of that portal. We also just had a new moon on November 23rd, and you all know that with every single full moon, every single new moon, the energy lasts for 3 days after and 3 days before. So we're still leveraging the power of this new moon that happened on November 23rd, which on the same day, Jupiter went direct. So Jupiter is the biggest planet within our solar system. And the fact that this giant cosmic planet and energy, it's like a ball of energy, right? Imagine this like massive ball of energy starting to move direct, right? From here on Earth, it looks like it's going backwards and then it starts moving direct. That's not really what happens in the cosmos. It just looks like that on Earth. But when these planets go direct, especially when it happens, so this happened on November 23rd. When this happens, we feel that energy most strongly. Jupiter is the planet of abundance, luck, wisdom, travel, expansion. So it's known. It's so fascinating because both within tropical astrology and sidereal astrology, Jupiter is known as the luckiest planet of them all. So we have the luckiest planet now moving forward, and that happened exactly on the same day as the new moon on November 23rd. And again, we're still feeling this energy. Just because it's not November 23rd anymore, it doesn't mean like that energy's gone. No, we're still feeling it. So this is an incredible time for you to move forward. So going back to what I was sharing with you guys about why are intense themes showing up in our face right now so strongly. That's because, okay, there's many reasons, but if we break it down into three main reasons, okay, right now, I'm sure, let me know in the comments. Actually, I would love to have a conversation about this. Let me know in the comments. what what themes have been showing up for you in this past 7 days? What themes have you noticed? Is it like relationships, trust, honesty, finances, career? Like, let me know in the comments. Like, what types of themes have you noticed that have been rising to the surface in these past 7 days? I would love to know. So for those of you guys on Instagram, join us on YouTube, so I can see what you're saying, because it's hard to see both screens. You can join on via the link in my bio on Instagram to join us on YouTube. So people are saying finance, relationships, letting go of fear, anxiety, guilt, relationships, and finance, which is all like super, super fascinating, right? Because self-worth, health, yeah, so it looks like a lot of you your themes are so unique to you. And this is what's so incredible about the times that we're living in today. Most people say that the new moon that we just had, the same day as the Jupiter moving direct, most people were saying that that is a Sagittarius new moon. Well, that is in tropical astrology. But if we look at sidereal astrology, it was a new moon in Scorpio. And actually, Scorpio season just began within sidereal astrology. Within tropical astrology, we are now entering we are now in Sagittarius season. So happy birthday to all you Sagittarius light warriors out there. So what's really fascinating, though, is that there's not just these two forms of astrology. There's also other forms of astrology. These two are the most common, and obviously tropical astrology being the most popular. So what I'm encouraging you all to do is, like, you have to start connecting with the energy directly. Just because someone is saying this is a Sagittarius new moon, this is Scorpio new moon, like, for you it's going to feel unique. That's why when I just asked you what themes are showing up for you, you guys all gave me different answers, right? So that's what's so fascinating. It's because we all have a unique birth chart, right? Which is determined by our location of our birth, the time and date of our birth, right? And so we all have a different relationships to all the cosmic energy that's happening. Also, you have to understand that, like, your soul also kind of has an astrology chart, because I mean, the bodies are born in specific places. However, the soul is basically just reincarnating over and over again. So it would be cool for us to explore, where was our soul first born? When was our soul first born? Because all of you guys, trust me, all of you guys have had hundreds, if not thousands, of lifetimes where you've had multiple astrology charts, right? So connecting with that soul astrology chart, I think, would be so fascinating, right? Because I guarantee that the first time that your soul was born is likely not on this planet, right? It's likely not here on Earth. So that's just something for you to explore and to think about, right? When you see other people talking about energy and spirituality and energy updates and all of this, make sure that you are processing that in a way that is customized for you, right? And only you can do that, based on what you've been experiencing in your life and based on how you feel the energy. So that's one of the reasons, one of the reasons of why we're seeing a lot of things in our face right now is because Spirit is inviting us to it's inviting us to become more nuanced, more detailed, more connected to energy itself. Because let me know in the comments. I want to know if you guys have felt like you've leveled up. Do you feel like you've leveled up in terms of your personal evolution, your soul evolution, after this eclipse season and during this 11/11 portal? Do you guys feel like you're like, now you're at level 2.0? I would love to know that. Robin said definitely. Christopher gave a thumbs up. So this is, and for everyone it's going to look different, right? Like some of us, like we've been putting a lot of work during eclipse season, like we've been doing our shadow work, self-reflecting, integrating, releasing, like doing a lot of processing work. So for some of us, that leveling up is going to be more tangible than others of us who were sort of just like, just busy with the day-to-day life and not really like integrating and connecting with our soul. It doesn't mean one is better than the other. It's just we all live different lives, right? We all have different priorities. And so, but for all of us across the board, we have been leveled up in to some degree. The amount depends on, again, the work that you're doing, right? So during the 1111 portal, there was this beautiful energy coming from creation. And what's really fascinating is that why did we experience like all of these intense lessons showing up in our face in the past 7 days? That's because the 1111 portal was connected to the 1122 portal. So that was on Tuesday. So maybe think back to Tuesday this past week. What were you doing? How were you feeling? What things were showing up in your world, right? What's really cool about portals is that portals are connected in a loop. So portals are very much interconnected. What you set your intentions on this portal day, you will see them manifest on another portal date in the future. It's the whole idea of wormholes, all of these quantum physics concepts that Einstein and quantum physics explores, right? That's what we're actively working with when we are connecting with new moons, full moons, portals, solstice, equinoxes, etc. Okay, so the reason why we've been seeing so many intense themes showing up in our awareness in these past 7 days is because of this whole idea of portals looping and interconnecting. So with the 1111 portal, there was a really strong mature spiritual energy flowing in, which is really cool because we can call it it feels like a mature spiritual energy. Maybe for you it's going to feel different, right? So pay attention to that. And it's a mature spiritual energy in terms of like it's a higher state of awareness, a more expanded view of consciousness. And it's also a new consciousness because you all understand that right now we're entering a new golden age, a new age of Aquarius, right? And so now that we're entering a new age, we're going through this ascension process, we're going through this evolutionary process, right? This is a very deep, powerful change that everything is moving into, not just our planet Earth, not just our solar system, not just humans and our DNA, but also our spirit guides are moving through this. Other star beings are moving through this, right? Other star systems are moving through this. So this is a huge change. And so this new consciousness that's creating this change was flowing more into our planet during the 1111 portal. And so that's why we got leveled up, right? And why were we getting these things in our like shoved in our face in this past 7 days is because we needed to release any remaining like attachments, beliefs, energies, karma that we were still carrying, to really embrace this new energy that's flowing in. Does that make sense? So it was like the universe was like, all right, come on, let's get to it, and like pushed everything in our faces so we could rapidly release, integrate these old energies that are no longer serving us so that we could embrace this new energy. So that's why these themes were so heightened at this time. It's part of like this whole leveling up process. At the end of the day, this is kind of like just a video game when we think about a holographic universe, right? And how our higher self, our souls are like the real like the ones playing the video game, right? And we're just here as the avatars. On this 3D like earth plane. So that's everything that's been going on in terms of like a very brief energy update. Obviously, I said there are three things, right, why these things are happening. One is that we're invited to embrace consciousness and energy in a more nuanced, more mature, more expanded way. The second reason is we're finishing eclipse season, so yes, we got through it. I know it was intense, so sometimes it was a little bit of a shit show. It was really not the most fun experience, but we did it. And so eclipse season is like now ending. It's still going to be a little bit active until the first week of December. So be aware, of any remaining things that are showing up. And that's an opportunity for you to release those things once and for all. Hey, Jackie. So that's the second thing, going through eclipse season. And then the third thing is, what's the third thing? The third thing is, I forgot what I was going to say, but it's the whole Jupiter new moon energy, and that's why that's been showing up in our faces. So Jupiter going direct on the same day as new moon, that amplifies the power of that portal, because every new moon, every full moon is a portal. So we have the 11/11 portal, we have the eclipse season ending, but the 11/11 connected to the 11/22 portal. And then the third reason is the new moon happening on the same day as the Jupiter going direct. So these are the three main energy signatures that we've experienced, of why right now we're having themes thrown in our faces. Again, to summarize, because I know I talk a lot about several things, to summarize, the main thing right now that's happening is we are releasing, not in a purge like the eclipse, but we are releasing and integrating and processing, so that we can level up and embrace the new consciousness flowing in. So that's a one sentence summary of basically what's been happening these past 2 weeks or so. So let me know in the chat, like, what do you think about that? How does that feel with you? Does any of that resonate? Does some of it not resonate? I would love to hear how you are feeling the energies, because that's the whole reason why we have these Soul Family Fridays, for us to connect, right? Heart to heart, for us to just connect, because at the end of the day, that's what we need to start doing more of, connecting at a deeper level, more at a heart level, at a more authentic, genuine level. So yeah, it's really exciting time right now, especially like as we're ending eclipse season. So it's like we can finally take a deep breath and exhale, right, and relax, and enjoy the lessons that we've received from this. Christopher said it's pretty intense letting go of old programs and attachments. It definitely resonates with me, literally everything you said. Yeah, I'm so grateful that like it resonates with you. And like take what does and like leave what doesn't. Letting go of energies that don't serve us, healing, releasing, cleansing, cutting the cords, and meditating. Yes. Yes, meditating is honestly so game changing. It's been released. I've been released from old patterns and forced to take the right path. Yeah, right? Which is so fascinating, right? Which is cool, right? That we're being so guided by our higher self, our spirit team, and creation itself. Lessons give us wisdom on a deeper level, 100%. Exactly. So that's in terms of the energy update. And I have within this energy update, I've been talking a lot about portals, and I just wanted to make an announcement before we start the meditation. So I'm super, super, super excited because finally we are hosting an in-person retreat. So it's been nearly over 2 years since we hosted an in-person retreat, and we are going to be connecting with portals within Mother Earth, because portals can be time-based, like 11/11, the 12/12 portal, etc., etc. So it can be time-based, or it can be location-based, right? So Mother Earth has portals. Think about Giza, the Himalayas, Lake Titicaca, Glastonbury, Avery, right? All of these portal sites. So we are going to be hosting a retreat to celebrate the new energetic year, which begins on March 20th with the equinox. And we are going to be celebrating the equinox by doing a soul healing and activating journey. Because before we can enter a new year, before we can enter a new consciousness, first we have to release the old, right? So it's going to be a 3-day retreat from March 18th until the 20th. And on the first day, we're gonna do a release, a ceremony to release. We're gonna connect with the guardians of the land, with the spirit guides, the animal guides. We're going to do an offering for Mother Earth. Then we're going to do a healing at a mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical level. So that's going to be day 1. Day 2, we're going to do some activations, right? Because first we got to release so that we can embrace, like, and bring in new energy into our DNA, into our soul, because our soul is also expanding. So the goal is for us to bring more of our divine essence within our soul and anchor that energy in, right? You know, when you guys feel super intuitive and you feel so good and blissful and just so peaceful, so that's when you're connecting with your soul. And like the goal is to integrate more of that soul essence within your physical body and within your consciousness overall. So that's what we're going to do on day 2. On day 2, we're going to go explore. Day 1, we're going to go to Red Rock Canyon in Las Vegas. Day 2, we're going to go to the Valley of Fire, and we're going to do some activation with the star seeds there, because you know, there's star seeds living inside of the earth. Most people think that star seeds like only live in the stars, in the cosmos, you know, in other star systems, but there are star seed beings also living inside of the earth. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go connect with the star seed beings, with ascended masters, angels, and earth energies, to receive activations, receive wisdom, right? DNA activations, soul activations, so that we can embrace more of our natural gifts. So that's day 2. And then the final day is March 20th, which is the day of the beginning of the energetic new year. And we are going to do a manifesting alchemy ritual and ceremony on that day to celebrate, right? To celebrate together. Because I think one of the most challenging things about the pandemic was the fact that we all, like, if you guys, I'm sure you've noticed this, right? Ever since like the whole pandemic situation, right, where we were pinned against each other, right? Like neighbors no longer trust each other, family members no longer agree with each other, right? So there's been so much systematic division, right? We've been divided on purpose, right? To be isolated so that we don't feel that soul connection to each other. And so even though we're no longer wearing masks and like locked in our houses, that disconnection is still there. So the intention for this retreat, the intention for us to celebrate the beginning of this new year, is so that you can start your new year refreshed, supported, connected, and authentic connections, you know, where you don't have to try hard, you don't have to put on a mask, right? Where you can just literally be yourself and surrounded by other like-minded, genuine light warriors. So that's the intention for this. It's a 3-day retreat in Las Vegas. And yeah, I'm so excited because we haven't done a retreat in 2 years. So I cannot wait for you guys to feel the energy at the Valley of Fire. It's one of my favorite places. And I'll share more information about it. I didn't add it in the description of this video, but I will add it in the description of this video, more details about the retreat. So mark your calendar. It's March 18th to the 20th in Las Vegas. And we actually have a early bird pricing right now until November 29th. So you can save some money if you register within this early bird period until Tuesday, November 29th. So I'll add the link after this ceremony and meditation. So yeah, I'm super excited. And I can't wait for us to finally meet in person. Finally, right? After so long. Actually, Victoria, can you put the link in the chat so that people can access that and get more information? Okay, so what you're gonna need is you're gonna need some water. Go grab a candle. It doesn't matter what color candle you have. Go grab some essential oils, and yeah, just find a comfortable place where you're not going to be disturbed. For this meditation, I really wanted to do something different because a big theme that has been coming up, a a big theme that has been coming up for the collective, is the fact that we have so much pressure on ourselves, right? Especially us as empaths, being so aware, being so connected, as being light warriors, right? We have so much pressure on ourselves when we are seeing so much destruction in our world right now. We are seeing a lot of violence. We're seeing so much chaos rising to the surface because at the collective level, we're still purging, right? Because to enter the new era, to enter a more expanded state of consciousness, to go through this evolutionary process, we have to release what's not serving us. So right now, it's like basically the collective is like having an ayahuasca session and like just puking out everything that all the distortion, right? That's why we're seeing so much conflict around the world. And so I know at times it can be very exhausting, for us as empaths to deal with so many issues that are just literally everywhere there's something, like there's people suffering and there's so much pain, right? And so that can be very overwhelming. And so for today's meditation, I really wanted us to do something different, for us to sort of breathe and let that pressure lift off of our shoulders. Because again, you are not alone with this task of helping humanity wake up to its divinity, to its essence of love. And you're not alone in this, right? Not only do you have your soul family all over the world, but you also have your spirit team, right? Now we're getting galactic assistance for help with this, right? So you're not alone, and this change is going to take time, right? For the earth to be in the fifth dimension as a collective with like actual fifth dimensional educational, political, economic systems, like it's gonna take it's gonna take time, right? It's not gonna happen overnight. And so that can be very discouraging. It can be very exhausting, right? Because one of the lessons that really stayed with me, was when I went to Egypt, which is one of the portals of Mother Earth, right? Giza, Luxor, and all these things. I was in Cairo, and we went to meet with a Reiki master, and he was doing readings for everyone in our group, and he looked at me, and then he was like, "You're a light slave." He was like, "You're not even a light worker, you're a light slave." And so that really stuck with me because I was so focused on helping and helping and helping, where like my energy was depleted, right? And so just just know that this has to be a very balanced work that we do. This light work that we do, it has to be balanced. You have to work for yourselves, and you also have to work for the collective, right? So joy for you, joy for the collective, right? Everything has to be like, this pulsating energy that's natural. And like just like a star is pulsating, we all come from the stars, right? The elements that when a star explodes, particular amount of elements are emitted, and those exact elements are recycled to create us, because our bodies are only made of, I believe, like 6 specific minerals make up like 98% of our bodies, and those exact minerals are the ones that come from the earth, from stars. And so it has to be this pulsation, right? Service to self, service to others, service to self, service to others. It's not just service to self, it's not just service to others, right? It has to be this beautiful balance, and it takes time for that balance to happen. And that balance is not static. Like right now, right, the world really needs us, so we really need to start doing this. That's why we're hosting Soul Family Fridays every month. We're having a global meditation, right? Because we're being called to step into our power right now, because the collective really needs us. But also, that's why today this is going to be different, because that's what we've been doing so much. And I just want us to take a deep breath and sort of like let that pressure, let that excess energy, that heavy energy that we're carrying, that heavy burden, to be like gracefully released. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing today, so I'm super excited about that. Hey guys, so for those of you on YouTube, join us on Instagram. You can join via the link in my bio. Okay. So we're gonna drink some water first, and we're gonna light our candles together, so don't light your candle just yet. So do you guys want me to play some nature sounds in the background, or you guys want it silent? Let me know in the chat what you prefer. Oh my gosh, did you guys see that? There's like this fly. There's this fly like that's just coming into my space, um, which is, I'm honestly getting annoyed because just going off on a tangent real quick, sometimes there are energies from other dimensions and other realms that are coming into our dimension, and some of them are not the most helpful, right? So distortive energy. So sometimes what I've noticed is with certain flies, they're actually AI flies, and it's just so annoying. It's so annoying. It's literally impossible to catch them. I've tried, but yeah, you know, it's what it's just the thing that you deal with, right? As a light warrior. Okay, so how do you get rid of the negative intrusion? Well, one of the things, right, is like you don't want to exacerbate it, right? Because think about if I light this candle, right? The fire, right? If I cover it and there's no air flowing into the fire, there's no oxygen, the flame is gonna go out by itself, right? But instead, if I keep it open, if I keep like being near it and breathing, right, because of more air, the fire is gonna get stronger. So the less that you put your attention towards that, the less, you are, where your focus goes, your energy flows. Whatever you are focusing on, you're going to amplify it. So I'm like, damn it, look at this freaking fly spying on me, spying on us. Like, where's this fly coming from? What, like, is it from the draconians? Is it from the grays, right? I can go into so many different like stories, which will take me off track and off center me for the type of work that we're going to do, which is be in a space of peace, to send peace around the world, right? So that's the whole intention of it. That's why it's bugging, right? So you can be off-centered. So the more neutral, aligned that you can be, grounded that you can be, it kind of you're giving it less power, and it's gonna affect you less. But obviously, there's like so many different things that you can do, right? That's one of the reasons why in our meditations we always work with the tetrahedron, which is a pyramid, and I always invite you to visualize yourself in a pyramid so that no distortions come in. So yeah, let me see. Okay, play sounds please. Nature sounds, nature sounds. Okay, everyone's saying nature sounds. Okay, so find a comfortable position. Maybe put an eye mask on, a meditation pillow. I love meditation pillows. I just discovered them, and they're honestly, it's so amazing. But if you want to get a scarf or something to cover your eyes, turn off the lights, because when you're in darkness, it just releases natural drugs and chemicals from your brain, so you can relax deeper. And then just drink some water before we start. We're gonna light our candle together. Don't light it just yet. I'm gonna play some background music in a second. Okay, can you guys hear the music? Let me know if you want it to be louder. Um, it's like piano music and birds. The first thing that showed up was Tribal House. In my suggestions, I was like, that would be awesome if we could meditate to Tribal House and like do a dancing meditation. So yeah, if you guys want to do that at some point, let me know. But let me know in the chat, in the comments, if the sound is good, or if you want it to be lower or higher. Okay, so someone said perfect. Okay, thank you for letting me know that it sounds good. Also, Victoria's gonna put the link for the retreat in the chat, so you guys can go get more information there. Sounds good. And yes to tribal dance meditation. Yeah, that's actually something that we're gonna do at the retreat, because I love dancing. You don't have to dance, like you can jump, right? But like I want us to celebrate, right? Because our ancestors gathered every single equinox, every solstice, right? They literally created sites. Like they literally built the pyramids for it. They built Stonehenge for it, right? They had better things to do, right? Like they only had a limited amount of time because they didn't have electricity, so their amount of time was very crunched. But if they devoted their time and effort into building sacred sites specifically for the equinox, solstice, etc., it's for a reason, right? Because they understood the power of those portals, and they always celebrated, right, within a bonfire, dancing, singing, feasts, etc. So yeah, I'm excited for us to have a dance party underneath the stars in the desert. That's gonna be so rad. Okay, it's good. Okay, awesome. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and light our candles. So when you're lighting your candle, you're going to set 3 intentions. Your first intention is going to be to light this for yourself. Second intention is going to be to light this um, to bring more peace to everyone who's watching this in this present moment, in the past, and in the future. And the third intention is going to be to light this to bring more peace to all beings here on our planet. Okay, so go ahead and light your candle with those 3 intentions, and just do it safely. Make sure there's no fire hazards. If you don't have a candle, don't worry, I will light this for you. Okay, so drink some water before we begin. So if you want to grab some crystals, go ahead and hold them in your hands, or you can place them on your body. You don't need to look at the screen anymore. You can just put the phone next to you. Also, wearing headphones will honestly take your meditation deeper, because then you know you're not distracted and stuff. Okay, so we're just gonna take a moment to close our eyes. You're gonna place your hands on your heart, and we're gonna take a deep belly breath in, breathing in, and sighing out through your mouth. Breathing in for 5 counts. And exhaling out through the mouth. Now take the deepest breath you've taken all day. Breathe in. And sigh out and make an audible sound. Beautiful. And now roll your shoulders back. Tilt your chin slightly down. Place your tongue at the roof of your mouth. Your head is going to remain still. Only your eyes are going to look slightly up, like you're looking up at your forehead. And take a deep breath in. And exhale out. As you're placing your hands on your heart, we're going to chant Om 3 times. Om helps to harmonize and cleanse energy. So as you're chanting Om, set the intention that you're cleansing the room that you're in, your crystals, and your energy field. Breathing in. And as you're sending your awareness to your chest, we're going to feel gratitude and feel unconditional love, nourishment from Mother Earth. So focusing on your heart space, give gratitude for all the delicious food, water that she nourishes you with. Feeling that gratitude in your heart. Breathing in. And exhaling out. And as you focus on your heart space, we're going to feel the support, the connection, the love from all of our soul family all over the world. And part of your soul family includes your spirit team, your angels, your animal guides, your ancestors. So focusing on your heart space, feel that sense of love, support, connection. Breathing in and exhaling out. And as you're focused on your heart space, feel a sense of relief and peace, because you know you don't have to do this work alone. You know that you're being supported. So feel that sense of peace, relief in your heart. Breathing in and exhaling out. Now you can place your hands on your sides, you can keep them on your heart. And we're going to roll our shoulders back to expand our chest. And I'm going to invite you to visualize that you are sitting inside of a huge, bright gold pyramid of light. And as you feel this pyramid surrounding you, you can sense it, you can see it, you can feel it. And just set the intention that only energy that is in total and complete alignment with your highest and greatest good can come in through your pyramid. And know that you have that free will. So right now, just affirm that this is your sacred space. And all distortions, we're going to take a deep breath. And as you exhale, you're moving all distortions to the outside of your shape. Beautiful. And from the bottom of your feet, you now feel roots growing. And these roots are going down into the core of the earth, down into the soil, through the mantle, and to the core of the earth. And you become aware of a giant trunk. And as you send your consciousness up this trunk, you arrive at the top of a tree. And this is the tree of life. And the tree feels so comfortable, so supportive and loving. And as you arrive at the top and sit at one of the branches, you start to see other lights around you. And these other lights are all of us, all of your soul family, doing this work together with you. And as you get comfortable on the branch that you're sitting on, we're just going to breathe from the tree of life. A peaceful, harmonious, grounding energy. So breathe from the tree and send that energy all over your body, all over your energy field. And with your exhalation, you're going to breathe out all of the pressure, all of the worry, all of the concerns, all of the fears, the frustrations that you've been carrying. So take a deep breath in and sigh out. And you can see that your light got a little bit brighter, and the light of everyone sitting around this tree, they also became brighter. Now you're going to breathe in a beautiful silver diamond light from the top of your head. And this diamond silver light is spiraling down your spine, just cleansing, releasing, optimizing your energy. Reminding you that it's already been done. All the work that you're seeking out to do has already been done. And you're already exactly where you're meant to be. So take a moment right now to connect with your heart space and just feel that sense of knowingness at a soul level, that all is well, that in future potentials and timelines, the earth is already a place of harmony, peace for all of the beings on this planet. So just take a deep breath in and sigh out, knowing that it's already been done. And your spirit team, your angels, your soul family is so proud of you for all of your work towards this mission. So imagine like you're wearing a backpack or some really big shoulder pads, representing that heavy energy of that burden, the worries, the stress, and all the energy that we picked up, from the collective. So I want you to take off this backpack and just throw it down. And as it's floating down, because the tree is so high, the backpack doesn't even hit the floor, it just dissolves. Breathing in and exhaling out. And I want you to connect with your root chakra, with your sense of safety, stability, your sense of survival. And connect with the root chakra of Mother Earth, the root chakra of this tree of life. And you can feel how strong, balanced that energy is. I want you to breathe some of that. Breathing in balance, harmony into the root. And just really claiming that sense of safety. That you're completely safe right now in your home, in your room, in your body. And feeling this sense of safety. We're going to connect with our sacral chakra, which is right behind your sex organs. And the sacral chakra is storing our anger, our frustration, stores our emotions. So I want you to breathe out all frustration, all fears, and you can watch with your breath out a gray gunk evaporating from your sacral chakra, from your breath, releasing that fear, releasing that anxiety, that anger, that frustration. And your sacral chakra stores creativity too. Your sexual pleasure, your emotional pleasure, mental pleasure, spiritual pleasure, all form of pleasure are stored in the sacral chakra. Your sense of creativity and play is stored here. And now that our sacral chakra, our root, is balanced, harmonized, aligned, take a deep breath in of that intention. And exhale out any remaining energy you're holding on. And now feeling any sense of guilt or shame that you're carrying, we're going to breathe in and we're going to release that out of our bodies, out of our energy field, out of our souls. And now that you are balanced and aligned with this feeling, we're going to send this sense of safety, sense of empowerment and creativity. Send this feeling to all of the beings on our planet right now. So you can see the earth like a miniature balloon in the center of the tree. And as you're breathing out, you're sending a beautiful colored light, any color light that comes into your awareness. And you are sending actually a rainbow light into this balloon, which represents the earth, a miniature version of the earth. And as you're breathing out this rainbow light, send the feeling of peace, safety, stability, empowerment to all of the beings on our planet. Feeling that in your heart space, and breathing out and sending it to all of the beings on our planet. And we're going to send this sense of peace, stability, safety, empowerment to all of the beings on Earth that may be stuck because of colonization, because of wars. Sending this beautiful rainbow light to all of the land, the memories of the land, the beings of the land, and the people living on this land now. For all of them to feel free, safe, and empowered. And now you can send it to any area of the world where you feel called to. Or maybe you can send it to a specific group of people, like the trafficked human beings all over the world. And remember, you're sending this beautiful rainbow light with empowerment, peace, safety. And you're sharing that feeling with them. And we're going to send this light to the people of Iran, because Iran is a portal on Earth. And with all of the protests, the uprisings, and the violence there, we're just going to send this beautiful rainbow light into the land and into all of the beings there to optimize that situation according to the highest plan of creation. And we're also going to send this sense of love, empowerment, peace, safety to all of the people around the world who are trapped in modern day slavery, who work in sweatshops or mines. So take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, you're sending this beautiful rainbow light to all of these people so that they may feel empowered, safe, and as we do this, we're going to invite the energy of creation to optimize those situations for the highest and greatest good of all. And just send that sense of empowerment, because you're so directly connected to every single being on this planet that when you breathe out and you send empowerment that you're feeling yourself, they will immediately get that, because energy travels faster than the speed of light. And right now our intent is just to send them empowerment and safety. Beautiful. Now you can see planet Earth like swirling with this rainbow light. And all of the lights around you sitting on this tree, all of us, we're also swirling with this rainbow light, because as we give, we also receive. So we're going to take a deep breath of this peace, harmony, and optimizing energy. And exhale air. Now just wave a goodbye, a see you later to all of the people around the tree. And we're going to send our consciousness down the tree. And now bring a grounding energy from the core of the earth. Breathe that up through your roots, up through your feet, your thighs, your hips, your stomach, your chest, your head, and your limbs. Again, breathing in a grounding energy from the core of the earth, sending it all over your body. And one more time, breathing in a balancing, grounding energy. And exhale. Your eyes will remain closed. If you're wearing glasses, please remove your glasses. We're going to rub our palms together. And just take a few deep breaths, collecting that rainbow energy between your hands. And we're going to place our hands on top of our eyes. Breathing in. And sending this energy all over your body. Beautiful. And now if there's any 2 to 3 people that you want to share this feeling with, go ahead and place them in your heart space and Share this energy with them. Beautiful. And whenever you're ready, at your own pace, you can open your eyes and drink some water. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your effort. Um, this is really important work that we're doing because this is like way ahead of our time, right? Like, actually, the Nobel Prize this year was awarded to quantum entanglement. Quantum entanglement is this idea that a particle, if it's divided, whatever you do to this particle will affect this particle no matter how far away they are. So you touch this and this one will react in the same way. So that shows how everything is so interconnected. So literally us, right? We came from the Big Bang. We came from that one spark. And what we're doing is we're literally working with that. So what we're doing is way ahead of our time. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. I would love to hear what you experienced. Please drink a lot of water because as we sent this energy out, we also received it, right? Yeah, at the end I was called to share, like send light to people working in sweatshops and the mines, etc. Because in the U.S., today is known as Black Friday. Monday is known as Cyber Monday, and there's so many crazy things happening within that. But there's a lot of sales basically on clothes, electronics, stuff like that. And so we are so disconnected from the way that we get our products today, right? We're not getting it from a neighbor, right? The local shopsmith, but modern day slavery is so common, right? Our clothes are literally made for like 20. People are paid 20 cents, and then we're getting charged $20. So the people who are working to make our clothes, our products, our cell phones, they are literally, it's modern day slavery. And so I just wanted to send that out because that's a very big thing right now with Black Friday and Cyber Monday, especially our phones. The screen, the battery on your phone, it's mined by children. Actually Apple was in a lawsuit because they're exploiting children in Congo, in Africa. And the fact that we don't even know that, right? Like we just get phones, we get laptops, but that's a product of modern day slavery. And so when you guys are shopping, when you're doing your shopping for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, just be mindful of this. Maybe send some love to the people if you are going to be buying from certain brands, right? I feel like most brands are not the most ethical in terms of their labor practices. So just send love to the people. And like, voting doesn't really matter. You vote with your dollar. Like at the end of the day, we vote with our dollars. And so vote towards things that are aligned with your values. And that's why, like, with this early bird discount that we're having for our retreat, it's meant to also like encourage people to not buy things, but rather buy experiences. Invest into an experience, invest into yourself, right? Because at the end of the day, your investment into yourself is the biggest investment that has endless returns. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, everyone, for sharing your beautiful energy with us. Yes, peace to all industrialized workers. Yes. Yes, thank you all so much. I'm just reading the comments. I sent a lot of light to the women of Iran. And that's actually something that came up during our weekly call. During our Alchemy Academy weekly call, a lot of us in the Alchemy Academy had lower back pain, and that's because of the situation that's happening in Iran, right? Like the root chakra and the sacral chakra, they're so close to each other, distance-wise. And so the lower back is like that sense of not being supported, but it's also the fact that some of us who are born with either physical wombs or energetic wombs, like our trans sisters, we feel that, right? Like think about the collective energy of the womb, not just Mother Earth, but also the collective womb energy, right, of the divine feminine essence, right? That because Iran is a portal, that the protest and all that energy is literally expanded. Because anything that happens in a portal, that's why military bases, churches, synagogues, temples, mosques, they are government buildings. I mean, look at the United States, Washington, D.C. It literally has an obelisk. I actually have an obelisk. This is an obelisk, right? This shape is meant to channel energy, right? I guarantee you. Let me know in the chat. Actually, let's do a poll. Let me know in the chat. Have you seen an obelisk in the capital of your city? Right? I've seen these obelisks in the capitals of Asia, Latin America, Europe, right? They're all over because they know how to work with these things, right? You can use them for good intentions or bad intentions. So basically, Washington, D.C. has this obelisk and it's directly aligned with the White House, right? Why is that done? Because they're trying to create a portal. And so to influence, have a bigger influence, right? Portals are concentrated areas of energy that it's basically like it's a steroid, and any intention that you have, it's going to amplify that. So it's neutral energy, right? It's just neutral energy. So it's an intention that is, whether it's like for the highest good of all or for not for the highest good of all, right? And so Iran is a portal, like, because energy currents cross there of Mother Earth, and there's a dragon line there as well. And so whatever's happening there, it's going to amplify all over the world. And so that's why we're seeing it like literally like blow up to that the what's been happening there, right? And so it's like a purge for the whole planet, to be honest. It's not just Iran, it's not just the people of Iran, not just the women of Iran, but it's literally the whole world that situation is affecting at an energetic level. So yeah, that's why it's so fascinating how like we're all connected with the earth and we're all connected with each other and all of this. Yeah, right. So yeah, it is fascinating, right? And so thank you for doing this work. Thank you for sharing your time and energy with us. We have these Soul Family Fridays the last Friday of every month, so I hope to see you next month for this. If you enjoy this, please share this with other people, because the more people that watch this, right, the more peace, the more empowerment, the more safety that we're going to be able to send out. So thank you for your shares. Thank you for your comments, your likes, and everything, and all of your support. And I hope you have a restful weekend. I'm sending you all such a big hug. Thank you for being here. Much love. Bye, everyone.